In an effort of becoming a defensive driver and have no certificate, driver lesson and letter of recommendation to qualify you in order to work for NGOs, company, private, government, and etc., the Liberty Equipped Skill Training Driving Education is here to prepare you for the driving world for just 2 months. Remember, we also conduct road safety training workshop for NGOs, company, private, government institutions, and motorcyclists as well. 2014 and 2019, we were certificated as the best driving school by the government of Liberia. For our experience and qualification to support human resource development of Liberia, our doors are open for support and partnership. Our office open from Monday to Saturday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at the Zwedru City Hall. For further information, you can contact us on the following cell numbers: 0886 38 28 57 or 0777 87 0044. Rush now and be a part of this golden opportunity at Zwedru City Hall, Grand Jide County. That's the sound of a victory. Now I can see the distance of your journey.
See? Sound. You say you can.
Are you tired standing in long lines to get money from banks? Or do you want to know where you can get your money very easily and faster from anywhere in the world? I got good news for you.
Can you hear me, Seku? Good morning.
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Morning, how are you?
I'm not feeling so good this morning. I'm not happy. I'm trying to send money to my people in Grand Jide County, but it's kind of difficult for them to get the money. I don't know what's going on.
The S and So Incorporated is the best place for you. At the S and So Incorporated on Dole Street, sharing a place with Choice Pharmacy, we do the following: Western Union, MoneyGram, Express, Real or RIA, mobile money from Loan Start and Orange Money. We also
Never go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. Sweet, sweet, living is slow. Where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? They can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Power if I know it can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, a way to capsize. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go along. Human being can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver, kiss our liver, oh, sweet, kiss our liver. Never go alone. You take it from me there today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. You take it from me right today, or Mother will take it from you tomorrow. Papa, Papa, may your fever. Well, people do to you, you will to cry. I've done enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. I've done it the lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet, sweet kiss, our liver, not for go alone, Mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Go to our liver.
Good morning, good morning, our good people. Wake up, turn up the volumes, and join the conversation that is shaping our communities and our nation. And of course, this is the Top Morning Talk, the microphone of the people, the voice of the community, and the platform where your opinions really do matter. Every morning we bring the issues that affect your daily life right to the table. From the latest headlines making waves across the country to the challenges and triumphs happening in our neighborhoods. We don't just talk about the problems. We don't just talk about the news. We talk about how it affects your life and how it affects your future generation. So grab your phones this morning, get your thoughts ready, and prepare to make your voice heard. The lines will be open, and the discussion will be lively, and no topic is off the table. So whether you are home this morning, or you are heading to work already, or on your way to the market or that special business place that's putting food on your table, or you are at work already, we want to say stay tuned to the promises to be another engaging, thought-provoking, and unforgettable conversation. And of course, this is the Top Morning Talk, where the nation speaks and the community responds, and every voice counts. So join in right now. And driving you through this morning on the Top Morning Talk is your usual suspect, but has been away for a very long time, and I'm given the privilege to be able to have to sit in the driving seat this morning and make sure that we talk about the things that matters to Liberia, to Mama Jide, and of course to our respective individual lives. And given the opportunity this morning is the man Ila Pleidy Zaza, and I'll be in the driving seat this morning bringing you the Top Morning Talk, where we talk the talk. And of course, I gave you a rundown again this morning. So as you wake up, turn up the volumes and join the conversation here, right here, that is shaping our communities and our nation. You know, Top Morning Talk is one of the oldest platform on this radio. This is a Top Morning Talk, the microphone of the people, where the voice of the community is heard, and the platform where your opinions really do matter. So every morning from 2015 up to this time, every morning we bring the issues that affect your daily life right to the table, from the latest headlines making waves across the country to the challenges and triumphs happening in our neighborhoods. Of course, we don't just talk about the problems. We don't just talk about the news. We talk about how it affects you, because you are the people that we serve. So grab your phone this morning, get your thoughts ready, and prepare to make your voice heard. The lines will be open as usual, you know, and the discussion will be very lively this morning. So no topic is left off the table. Anything you have in mind, we are going to talk about it. So whether you are home, on the road, you're in the market already, you are at the shop, you are in the office already, you are at home working, we'd like to say stay tuned, because today promises to be another engaging conversation, just like every other episode of the Top Morning Talk. So whether you are ready or not, you are going to get the information just the way it's supposed to be. So again, this is the Top Morning Talk, and I'm Ila Pleidy Zaza. We take the Kisawali, sweet Kisawali. Then when we come back, we open the phone lines and start to talk about the things that matter. Of course, you know how the Top Morning Talk runs. We run up to 8:30, and of course, then we open the line. We welcome in the state podium that will talk about some of the engaging issues nationally and globally. So stay tuned, don't go away. We take a bit of our theme song, and then when I come back, I'll open the phone lines and we hear from the community and know what was happening last night while we were sleeping, or there is this stuff bubbling in your head that you want, redress about. We are right here. This is the platform. This is the radio. 105.3 megahertz. This is Top FM.
Human being can eat it, oh. The deer can eat it. Sweet, sweet is our liver. No for go alone. Human beings can eat it, other creatures eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living in sweet home, where the rich are poor. When I pray for long fellow, they can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. From me pray today, oh, better go take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey. Take it from me today, oh, Paul go take it from you tomorrow. I find power in power, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crookino, a way to capsize.
Okay, sweet Kisawali, now for go alone. If you have the opportunity to have access, you better manage the power that you hold. You better manage the opportunity that you have, because power is like a crookino, equal to capsize. So if you think that you are tied to the power, that you cannot conduct yourself properly for the good of the people, we tell you that power is like crookino, equal to capsize. And this is Ila Zaza here this morning on the Top Morning Talk. Just in case you are you are online, you have access to internet, go to Facebook and tap and search for Top FM, and of course you will see us. You'll be able to join the conversation live this morning. Just in case you want to use the other way, Top FM is doing everything in our power to make sure we bring you excellent and top-notch broadcast. So if you are online, you can also use your cell phones and tap and search for Top FM Liberia Ace Mind Radio. Join it together, acemindradio.com, and of course you will get us live on the internet. That's what we can do to make sure that we give you no excuse for joining. You join through your radio, you join through the web browser, you join through the app, and of course you join through Facebook. We want to give you every means possible to join the conversation. So it's not limited to the borders of our bandwidth in the air. Everywhere across the world you can get us. So tell somebody that's your relative in America, Australia, Europe, and UK. that Top FM is reachable by whatever means. So this morning, as we promised, that when we come back from the break, we will open the phone lines while we talk about some national issues, or give some headlines while we go along the way. We'd like to also say, if you're watching by the way of Facebook, we say welcome. Welcome to Top FM. Welcome to the Top Morning Talk. And I'm privileged this morning to be seated in this seat alongside beautiful people like this. So this morning, if you want to join the conversation, or tell us exactly what's on your mind this morning, you can call us on 0881 143504, 0881 143504, or 0776 105 105. And you know how it happens here every morning. Let's take our very first caller. This is our very first and lucky caller this morning. Good morning.
Zaza Ida Mr.
Good morning, Billy Katu.
My man, you can't wait.
You know the voice is a signature on the radio.
You don't want to be here in content.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Thank you so much. And let me say welcome back home in the happy, prosperous month of June.
I tell you.
May God grant us all our heart desire.
Thank you so much.
Blessing, good morning to you. Good morning to Grandidians.
Thank you.
Just like you said it all, for some of us in our mind, even there is a competition between you and us for one reason, and we observe that reason that has been rectified by you, that I think I'm in it wrong. Let me go the other way around. That will bring peace between my brother Bedekatu and I. Then Bedekatu too, to muster the courage to appreciate you.
Yep.
What we are saying, or what am I saying? We want to use a million this morning to appreciate all of our citizens of Grand Julia County.
Okay.
For not getting tired, continuously advocating for the growth and development of our county. Let it be clear this morning that our cry It's not in vain.
Okay.
It's never in vain, and it can never be in vain.
Right.
Congratulations to the county council for listening to us. And don't get me wrong, we will not get tired until the right thing is done in Grand Gila County.
Yep.
For putting our message. We also want to involve the appreciation to the county superintendent and the local government
Oh.
for listening to the cry of the people. That's what a good leader does.
Okay.
A good leader will all want to leave the stage with a good legacy for remembering of your workings of yesterday when you were in power. As we speak, we've been crying about the reports from our county council. Few days ago, the county superintendent was on Smart FM and reported to us, Grandidian, that he have made 2 separate reports with bank slip all attached to a 2025 budget expenditure report of Grand Gila County
To the county
to
council.
the offices of the county council.
Okay.
In the words of the superintendent, on Tuesday, another report will be made,
All right.
and so on and so on. All I think when you are a leader who choose to recognize your mistake along the way, we
Yep.
must hear you for that.
Okay.
So we pray and hope that let Grand Gila remain first, remain last, and forever Grand Gila development is what we are after, not personal gain.
All right.
We also want to appreciate the office of the president of the Grand Gila University College. As tend to be corrected, especially those of you who are students there who graduated from there. Since the inception of this doctor, as president of the university, we have been observing great changes.
Okay.
Great changes in terms of development impacting the lives of students and the county at large. As we speak, they have brought in a well-trained international professor from the U.S. to come and provide some education knowledge to our people. It does not necessarily be Berekatu, but in my mind, when Ida Zaza is educated, Berekatu is also educated.
Yep.
Because Berekatu will be benefited directly or indirectly from Ida Zaza education.
All right.
So let it not be because it's not me, then it can't be Ila. Thank you so much, Mr. President of the university. Thank you, Honorable Superintendent, and the county council. Thank you to our citizens. We await the other report and so on for Grand Gila to be developed compared to no other country around us. Have a wonderful day. Welcome to Global.
Okay. Thank you so much, Billy Katu. That's it. Applauding the county superintendent, and of course, the authority of the Grand Gila County University for job well done. And we now hope to hear from the county council upon the delivery of all of the reports. And I'm hoping that all of the alleged saga or corruption allegations will be laid to rest. We hope to find proper redress and not some cheek and show of don't care towards the people's plight. Let's take this call right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you joined the conversation from this morning.
This is Timothy Williams, journalist from Caribbean Community.
Welcome. Happy new month.
Thank you. Good morning to my people of Caribbean Community, and good morning to the people of Togida Town this morning. Yeah, my concern this morning is on the Sapo National Park. Yeah. Am I live? Hello?
Yeah, you're live. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Look at the road leading from here to Sano on the past government and the present government. That road closed. You look back town. But people digging on that side, digging go. If you reach, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. If you reach at the town, look at the road. It's not in good condition. You see? And if you reach go to the South National Park, that park. And now, if you reach there, so you there digging go. But where are we, government? You see? I don't know. Are we serious? Things going on constrained, and I don't know what to say. You see? Look at people live good name in Grand Gila. Look at the names, Moses P. Harry. See, they put Lagune, that's why. Those streets.
Yep.
You see, yes. So I don't know how Liberia looking at these days now, things looking bad. And we don't even know what we are doing. Because the past, people didn't go there. That place is our future. Now people didn't go there. I don't know what to say this morning. Because when I saw the area, when my friends took me there, I said, oh, wow, why is this? You see? Thank you very much, Ellie.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the conversation. Thanks for making your point this morning. If you are there, you can call us on 081143504 or 0776105105. And this is the Top Morning Talk. Just in case you're just turning on your listening device, you are tuned right into Top FM. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, your name and where you joining us from this morning.
Okay, this is Christian Mayer. I'm joining from Attorney Community Resident. Let me say morning to the Evan Kamara and morning to the peace loving people of Canada County. My concern this morning, I will go directly. Hello, am I live?
Yeah, Christian, go ahead. You're alive.
All right, my concern this morning, I will go directly to the city corporation headed by Rita Kai. You know, I can be wondering if what God can really work in terms of teaching people, because our people say that Auckland you can't stop working and stop studying behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rita Kai or Madam Rita Kai.
Yes, please.
Before for 6 years.
Mm.
And upon the 6th year, she was removed and she was replaced by another person.
Yep.
After another 6 years, she came back. But Eva, she really realized her mistake for the past 6 years. She said with dignity or with passion. And she came back again. The first 6 years, this one was more worse than the first 6 years.
Mm.
The woman is not working totally. Zoe is totally dirty. Zoe is 99.9% dirty, even including her resident. Up to now, her resident. The entire resident is very dirty to the extent that.
Can we stick to the public space? Can we speak? Can we stick to the public space? Yes, because we got to be civil and respectful now.
Yeah, everything I say will be used.
No, it's not going to be. We don't want to give you the platform to go personal with anybody. It's a public service, so you speak to the issues that concern the public.
Come here, we are very professionally engaged in the issue. We cannot go against people personally, no. We're not in that direction. Or like I was saying, the city mayor is not working totally every day. Can you imagine yesterday, right around and Wuna Chabo Church and Wuna Chabo Church Junction, is a death like remain on the street from yesterday morning up to present. But if you see people outside on the street, you're going to see the city corporation going there, city police going there to arrest people or to intimidate people. But in a much dead that they say, Sunday they will not work and the dead will remain on the street on Sunday, on an official holiday in the country. Can you imagine? So the city mayor is not working totally. She's not working.
All right.
That'd be real.
Thank you so much. And that's the voice of Christian Mayer. The city mayor is not working. He feels like the city is very, very, very dirty and something needs to be done. And he thinks that even on Sunday, in as much that people will be arrested for selling on Sunday, they will affect their rules and order of the city. Cleaning the city too should be one of the things they should do. Good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Yeah, your name and where you joining us from? Come again?
Yeah, one again calling for Gallowville community.
Okay, let's hear you this time.
Thank you very much, brother. You see, we Liberia, we have good reputation outside. But say things looking bad for us. Yeah, we're not together. But outside there, we're Liberian together. You see, the Liberian outside. And when you go outside, even people when they see you, if you see you're Liberian, people welcome you. I can say in Africa, Liberia come about 75% or 80% for welcoming. I can remember Libya. We are living for Libya. The border between Mauritania and Benin. There's a motel there. And when in our motel to food the place, the manager himself I met the manager. while I was talking to the security, oh, he said, are you a Liberian? Aboya die. I said, oh, what do you mean by that? He said, yeah, you Liberian, you don't travel. Why are you, what are you going to do way here? You see, and I don't pay a sweat or sin.
Yeah.
I slept in a motel. Yeah. You see, Liberia, very, you know, we have good reputation outside. And I can remember again, in a certain region in Ghana, I went to the area because I'm a promo. And the guy told me, he said, this story in Liberia, I got money for Liberia. I was a teacher in Liberia. So when you come here, you want to drink water. You see, I did. But now, in our own country, we're not together. But people outside, they respect us. Why we're not together, brother? It's bad. Yes. We need to be together as a community, in our community. You know, look at the youth yesterday in the street. The youth are going astray. And I
Okay,
don't
so
know
with
what
the issue of being together, then that starts with you. How well do you coexist with your neighbors? How well do you guys fellowship and exchange
the neighbor
things?
here, for example, our neighbor, we are together, but outside, look, our leader, I'm talking about.
No, but when you talk about togetherness, Chief, and then it's all of us responsibility. I don't think that should be placed on leaders. I understand that they are duty bearers. Of course, they should be the driving force that drive the society in the right direction. But when it comes to us uniting as people, I think it's everyone's responsibility. I honestly, in my opinion, feel like it shouldn't be on leaders, because if we are together, I mean, the way I understand it, if we are together, if leader X is doing the wrong thing, I will say it. I will not back him because he is my brother or because he's my sister or he's my kinsman.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, for example, why I say we're not together is look at today our government. We are. Don't understand me. I know it is here that one day on the platform that giving advices like what it's mean to Heli. Heli can talk. You see? And we're here, Heli, giving advices, but when we are in Swagger, we sit together one day to speak. You see?
Okay.
Yes, this is hurting me.
All right. So we as individual citizens also need to practice that. We need to coexist. We need to be together. We need to fight for the development of our communities, and it starts with each of us and playing our part. That is how we are going to unite, so that even if we become leaders and leave office tomorrow, we still hold that in our hearts in a special way that it improves our county and of course our country. So keep putting your calls through. The time check this morning is 7:25 in the city of Zwedru and elsewhere in Liberia. Call us on 0776 105 105 or 0881 143 This morning, this is the top morning talk. If you're watching by the way of Facebook, this person here, Aaron Dixon, say good morning to the Top FM family and radios. Good morning to our good citizens of Grand Juda County. My name is Batikwala Aaron Dixon, watching you from WFP compound this morning. And Putu General say good morning. I'm following you from my pro corner in Zulu Whiskey. And of course, Emmanuel Smith say go to the point. Okay, yeah, he was talking about our previous caller. And Bent A. Bowie said, good morning. I'm following from Maryland County, Topman Town, Harper City. And Benjamin Bear say, I'm following you closely from Putu Kalole Town. Wow, I haven't been in that place for at least over maybe 4 or 5 years now. And William W. Blue say, the Liberian Civil Rights Movement official spokesperson watching live from Upper Caldwell, Monrovia, Liberia. Good morning, people. So that's it. Keep putting in your concerns. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear what you have to say. Call us this morning on 0881 143 0776 105 105 and make your point. Let's pick this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Ellis, this morning.
Eric, you will give us a little energy, please.
I'm Ellis Nami.
Okay, go ahead, Alex. Let's hear from you.
Okay. I just, first of all, I want to extend my sympathy to the bereaved family in Cherryville.
Okay.
More especially the Pastor Chile.
Yeah.
The other family.
Okay.
Yes. My issue have to do with the soldier.
Soldiers?
Yeah, soldier where the government assigned to the park.
Okay.
I think the government of Liberia, they are not really doing well for the citizens.
Mm.
More especially to where I hear from Jiripo.
Mm.
They send the army men over there every week. They collecting money from the citizens, for the minors in the park.
Okay.
1.5 million every Friday. But we
1.5 million Liberian dollars every Friday?
Every Friday, they're giving false information.
Oh.
You see? But those that get it, we the citizens that get our area, if we didn't get the road, we still using, using the way back toting loads and all of things, and we still doing it over there.
Mm.
You see? The money what they're trying to give the citizens that got the place there to help themselves, they're giving it to Soyo because Soyo get gone.
Mm.
See?
And what is the money? What arrangement are they collecting the money from the occupants of that place?
They're taking it from them so they can remit there, so that because they're doing illegal mining.
Oh, okay.
So they can stay and be there until until all of.
Okay.
So it's very bad. The citizens are not benefiting. Then they're giving them money to government, or they just putting it in their pocket. I don't know. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you this morning. Thank you for making your point very clear, and that's a very important one there to note. We take note, and of course, as a news outlet, we will dig the information whenever we can. Ezekiel Zian Wiese, good morning, my brother. Welcome back home. Thank you so much, big brother. Thank you. Thanks for joining the conversation this morning. This is Top Morning Talk, the platform meant for you to air your views and, of course, talk about things the way they affect you and how we can be able to make our way forward for our county. The team. One thing I like about the theme song that says "Sweet Sweet Kasali" is not for go alone. It's for you to be able to understand whatever authority you hold today. No matter how long you stay there, one day that authority will be taken away from you, and you return to being a very common citizen. And it's better to be a common citizen honorably than to be a common citizen who is afraid to face the very community that he once led, or that she once led. So we are saying that wherever opportunity that you have to serve the people of Grand Jeddah County, to serve the people of Liberia, whether in government space or in private spaces, we are saying that do it diligently. I told a police officer one time, after an argument, I told him, I said, listen, when you take off this uniform tomorrow, if you retire, you're going right back in the community. So the way you treat the citizens when you are officer, when you are just effecting arrest because you are carrying a badge, you can just talk to anybody anyhow because you feel like you're carrying a badge. First of all, the government is you're not even being paid the way you're supposed to be paid. And then, of course, you misbehaving, you're acting like the citizen. If you take out the uniform tomorrow, you're going right back in the community, where your community gracefully accept you as a man who served this nation diligently. So the same thing go across to all government actors and all people who are opportune to serve in public spaces. If you are, if you are serving, remember now, the singer said, power is like cooking or equal to capsize. So when it capsize, will you be able to be lending help? That when you are peddling that kingdom before you did it, with respect to regards to the people who were on that boat. So keep putting your calls this morning on 0776 105 105 or 0881 143 504 143 504. We don't want no excuse. If you are on the internet and you are tired watching us on Facebook, you can still watch us on Top FM. Join everything together now. topfmliberia.asmyradio.com, and you will listen to us via the internet. So you don't have to be in our bandwidth to be able to get us through your FM dials. You can also watch it on Facebook. For those of you watching on Facebook, if you have a point, you can drop in the comment section. Of course, I can read that out. So we are here. The time is 7:32. At 8:30, we'll be switching over to the state podium, and where the panelists there will be dissecting and analyzing national issues, global issues that affect us directly and indirectly. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Zaza ila Mr.
Why Mr. Going with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Thank
hear
you.
you again.
Thank you for allowing us back on the line. You know what you're talking about is what I always refer to as the lack of patriotism and love for country. Because your name that was given to you is Ila. The Zaza name, it is a name that you met on earth. You will leave it there. It will continue to remain on earth. So, what you can do to expose the name Zaza to people so that they can be embraced at all times is your legacy.
Yep.
Legacy. What you're going to leave behind.
What will people tell you, Cherry?
Always remember the name Zaza, not Ila. No one get time for that name Ila.
Yep.
But the Zaza name is a large name.
Yep.
That cannot be erased. So your working, your footprint is what we're going to remember you by. And by doing so, it means Zaza was somebody who had fear for God, who had love for country, and a patriotic citizen of Grand Gila County and the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
But when it is lacking, it means ignorance comes within. That you don't care about your own name that you are bearing.
Yep.
How to prepare it for tomorrow. Your name is Zaza. You born Belikatu. Belikatu name is Emmanuel Belikatu Zaza. What are you leaving beyond that one? Belikatu will appear somewhere tomorrow. What's your last name? Zaza. That you'll be able to embrace him. That when you are no more, but when you leave, let that Zaza name remain respectfully and at all times being recognized positively.
Okay.
Allow me this morning to say our deepest condolences to the 3 young guys who lost their life.
Yeah.
Few days ago on the highway through a motor accident. We understood that today is going to be their day to be laid to rest. We just want to encourage the family to take solid in the Lord. He's the only person that you cannot ask why, when, and how.
Okay.
When it happens, it means that his approval, he allowed it to happen of his own will.
Okay.
Courage, and we are in prayer with the family. Thank you for having us back.
Okay, and that's it. We are a voice to that. To the voice of Belikatu and say, have our sympathy. It is very unfortunate. And it's very heartbreaking to be able to have such thing happening to a family or people who are connected, to lose people who are special to you in just one setting is a very, 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 very tragic thing. And as an institution, we say have our our sympathy and our condolences. Let's take this caller this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. This is Prince Doe from FP Community.
Okay, let's hear you, Mr. Doe. Happy New Month.
Yeah, same to you, Papa. Thank you very much. Thank you for the show. I just called this morning to console my family in Churchville community. The death of our children. It is the word of God. Strongly believe that God will console all of us. But the children were very, very small when we entered the community with them. Unexpectedly, full hand of death, just took them away just like that. So death falling upon all of them. Too hard. More especially my friend and brother, Alfonso Baite, wife, because it is the only child. Only child. 17, 19 years old child. It's the only child, but it is the word of God.
Okay.
We were just called this morning to console them because last night was not eating. When they did keeping today, by God's grace, the three of them will be laid to rest. And they from one house. So it's so painful. We are just calling upon them with the family. So start trusting God.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for putting in your call. So this morning time is 7:38, and of course we will go to the internet and bring you some headlines this morning. I give you a bit of those stories that you can also use and make follow up on. 2029 is fast approaching. It seems far, but it's approaching. As you're feeling the heat on Facebook in our communities about who become our next leader, whether we are retaining certain people or we are getting away with certain people, the global community is watching. So this headline right here says, EU urges urgent electoral reform to safeguard 2029 pool credibility. They don't want no cheating. So the story says the European Union has called on Liberian authorities to urgently accelerate electoral reforms, warning that delays could undermine public trust and the overall credibility of the country's 2029 general and presidential elections. The appeal was made on Friday, May 29, 2026, by Andres Shader, member of the European Parliament and former chief observer of the EU Elections Observation Mission to Liberia for the 2023 elections during a press briefing held at EU Mission's office in Monrovia. Shader emphasized that Liberia has reached a decisive stage in its electoral reform process, stressing that discussions must now translate into legal and institutional actions. The EU Election Observation Follow-up Mission arrived in Liberia on May 10, 2029 to assess progress made on 22 recommendations issued after the 2023 elections. These recommendations focus on key areas including voter registration integrity, constituency boundary delimitation, campaign financing regulations, electoral dispute resolution, gender inclusion, election administration, and institutional capacity building. We keep it right there. If you want the rest of the story, you can go to the Daily Observer page, and of course you will get that information right there. Now let's take this other story right here. It seems to be an important one because there are allegations here and there. Where there is smoke, there is fire. So this one says NCCRM intensifies national response readiness over Ebola threats. In the wake of the outbreak of the Ebola virus in the East African of the Democratic Republic of Congo, with cases reported in neighboring Uganda and Sudan, the National Center for Coordination Response Mechanism has begun strengthening Liberia's response system. The steps by NCCRM followed a meeting held recently in Monrovia that brought together representatives from the Liberia Peace Building Office, the Women NGO Secretariat of Liberia, and the National Center for Coordination Response Mechanism analysts. During the one-day working section, the representatives opted heavily on Ebola preparedness and strategies to strengthen the country's resilience against public health emergencies and other emerging national threats. They also elaborated on Ebola prevention measures, early warning system, public awareness campaigns, and response coordination efforts throughout the country. The National Center for Coordination of Response Mechanism, Arthur Desmond, reiterated the center's commitment to strengthen Liberia's national response system. This is being done through improved coordination, information sharing, and timely analysis. If you want the rest of the story, you can go to the Daily Observer, and of course, you will find that there. So as we take more headlines, you can continue putting your calls. Call us on 0776 105 105 or 0881 143 504. While we wait for the next call, we take one more story. And this one here, I think it will be interesting for our business community. It says LRA seeks South Korea's tax experience. The Liberia Revenue Authority has intensified efforts to modernize tax administration and strengthen domestic revenue mobilization as Commissioner General James Dobojala leads a high-level delegation to the Republic of Korea for strategic engagements with the National Tax Service of Korea. According to the LRA press release, the week-long visit undertaken at the invitation of the Korean National Tax Service is aimed at advancing a major institutional partnership focused on strengthening tax administration, enhancing international cooperation, and improving domestic revenue mobilization through technical assistance, knowledge exchange, technology transfer, and capacity development. The National Tax Service of Korea is internationally recognized for its advanced digital tax administration systems, innovative taxpayer services, electronic filing platforms, and data-driven compliance and enforcement mechanisms, making it one of Asia's leading revenue administration institutions. The engagement presents an important opportunity for LRA to learn from global best practices and explore modern approaches to revenue collections, taxpayer service delivery, and compliance management system. So, of course, if you want more on this story, you can go to the Daily Observer and knock yourself out with the rest of this story. Let's now take this other story here. It has to do with the Ministry of Finance. And it says, government presses African Development Bank on Buchanan Sesto Road. And the story says the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Augustine Gafwan, has called for accelerated African Development Bank support for key infrastructure and agricultural transformation projects, including the long-delayed Buchanan Sesto Corridor, and stronger integration with the Special Agro-Industrial Processing Zones initiative. The appeal was made on Thursday during a high-level bilateral meeting between Liberian delegation attending the African Development Bank annual meetings and Dr. Abdul B. Kamara, acting Vice President for Regional Development, Integration, and Business Delivery at the bank. The meeting focused on strengthening Liberia's partnership with the African Development Bank in advancing regional integration, improving infrastructure delivery, and expanding cross-border trade within the Mano River Union sub-region. Minister Gafwan used the engagement to outline Liberia's strategic priorities, describing the Buchanan Corridor, the Buchanan Sesto Corridor, as an extension of the coastal highway network as a critical missing link in the country's transportation system. So that's it. If you want the rest of this story, you can go there and read. If you're actually concerned about this, the coastal highway project. So keep calling us on 0776 105 105. If you are watching by the way of Facebook. Let's now take comments here. I see some comments here already. Papisha say, good morning, my brother. Thank you so much. And let's take this call. Okay, let's go back to the phone lines and we'll come back to our comments. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. And name where you join us from?
This is Reverend C. Roland Senior calling from Chivy.
Good morning, Reverend.
Actually, I want to appreciate the show, but my concern has to do with the 3 children that the 12 March, they are my children.
Oh my God.
And yesterday I was having the wakekeeping last night. And I saw Tim Brown came to West Matia last night.
Okay.
So I want to use this platform to appreciate Brown, who is coming into the district.
Okay.
I actually want to be grateful to him.
All right.
I saw his team last night. They came to sympathize with me and one of the citizens of the county. 3 died for me. And the man showed that concern. I had to appreciate it over the radio.
Yeah.
He did well. Extend my greeting to him. And I'm waiting to call on the show when the second show is coming so that I can ever so much appreciate him ever so much.
Okay.
God should continue to bless him for what he had done. That's my concern this morning.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Reverend would like to say have our sympathy again. It is a very tragic situation. And Tim Brown, the Reverend, say he appreciates and he will officially call during the state podium. Now let's take this comment here from Emmanuel Smith, and he says, good morning, Top FM. My concern is about some of our brothers and sisters serving in government positions who still badmouth others just because they are currently employed. It is better to focus on doing the people's job and leave politics out of every post. If the government changes tomorrow, those same people being badmouthed today could save these posts and use them against you. Once elections are over, we should put political background aside and focus on the betterment of our county. I just hope that is all. Okay, so let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother. I don't know your name, so that's why he brought it always.
My name is Ila Pledi Zaza.
Okay.
So you call me Pledi, you call me Ila, you call me Zaza. Any of them can hold.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My concern this morning going to the Guinea Bull.
All right.
Yes. Now, everything remains silent. No one hearing nothing. I know what the comment doing about that. The first land they took, we forget about it. Africa took our land. Sierra Leone took our land. Guinea taking our land, and they're taking it again for the second time again. And they want, I don't know what the Baga government say about this. Because, I don't know. Because, no, and you always going to EU conference, and Liberia is one of the oldest countries in Africa. They didn't happen between Cameroon and Nigeria.
Yep.
And Cameroon to the coast. And they took the land for Nigeria because that peninsula or that area, they were not for Nigeria. And everything went and it went result, and it was fun. Why government can't do the same thing? This is why I was saying that we're not together. Because the former leader, you don't want to call it free, at least to talk. Like we're only here hailing alone talking. But look at now. For example, I have my land here in Garville. And my neighbor go and in my plot and take half of my land. Are you my friend? You see, are you my friend? Then people say I heard on EOBC that supposedly that Guinea our brother. How you say Guinea your brother? We're putting your land. Then you say that your brother. How your brother can do those things? See, they love your neighbor as yourself. Then now today Guinea are playing in our country, and we're there too. Oh, because we don't get network system. We use Guinea network to the border side. You see all I want. See that people, yeah, our network not stable. We don't have a network around in the counties and around the border side, all the country. I mean, the town and villages around the border area. They usually Cote d'Ivoire network on the other side. Other people use the network on the other side. Other people use the Guinea network. You see? So what kind of network we use in Liberia? Now Guinea taking our land, and then land is they look at the people there now today. I don't know how they will farm because this is farming season. They live in the area, running away from the area, going to another area to stay.
Well, according to reports, calm has been restored, and the kids are back in school, and people are going about their normal business. So, thank you so much. Let's take this other caller here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, are you there?
For you from Macavio resident.
Please say that again. You weren't live at the time you call your name.
I said my name is B. Martin Bar Senior, and I call you from Macavio resident.
Good morning, Mr. Akbai.
Thank you. It's good to hear you again on Top FM.
Yes.
And let me say good morning to Grenadians in Liberia. Yeah, we come on the show this morning, to alarm what is happening in our community. Bavio community has been one of the peaceful communities on the time we have stayed here for. But today, we want to call on the attention of the national security. That is the area or the entire joint security. As a eminent person of Bavio, we have observed and complained that reaching us that people's phone and their money have been stopped away from them during the night, where even you will see people still on the street, and these things are happening in our community. Community members or dwellers will not take action on their own so that it can be turned to mob violence.
Yes, exactly.
So we are calling on the Liberia National Police, entire joint security, so that they can extend their nighttime patrol in Bavio. Bavio is no longer a village. Bavio has turned to a complete city. But what is stopping us in Bavio, for which maybe at times the police are afraid to come, we don't have courage.
Okay.
There's no courage in Bavio. But actually, it is embarrassing where people will always come to us and tell us, oh, last night they took my phone. I was walking, they checked my phone.
Oh, that's very bad.
Something extraordinary might have been happening in Parkville that never used to be here before. So we are calling on the police so that they will be able to extend their nighttime patrol and in our community so that our community can remain peaceful. Thank you again, Eli, and welcome back to your home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bad. Thank you so much. And that's a very great concern because, I mean, just like he's saying, I overheard someone, even alone the telecom community, that she was attacked. Someone slapped her and attempted making away with her phone. And unfortunately for the person, fortunately for her, her phone, I mean, she didn't lose her phone, but she felt some pain. And so, talking about a place that is a bit out of the city center is a very important concern. And this is what I tell people. Sometimes, mob violence and that vigilante justice is not actually a good thing. But these things come about when duty bearers like the police and other security institutions don't, execute their responsibility properly in a way that the citizens can trust their judgments and their actions. Then, of course, when people get tired and then they take actions into their own hand. Now, I'll give you one funny story. There was a time in Monrovia where a guy said he paid for a LEC meter and the LEC people didn't deliver his meter. Everybody else sitting covering around him, say you're not still covering waiting for a meter. And it takes about 6 months to close to a year. So he was tired and then he hopped on the illegal line. And there was this day, the former LEC director at the time, the head LEC at the time, was on the radio, and he called and said, "I still in current, and the reason is simple because I pay for my meter and I want to get my meter. So when you're coming to kind of arrest me, you'll bring my meter." So the moral of what I'm trying to say is that because LEC refused to actually be fast enough, proactive in discharging their duties, it will push the person who was trying to be a patriotic citizen to start doing the illegal thing, and he was able to say on air. So we are saying that the police need to do what they can do because we don't want an instant where when the citizen get tired, when they feel like this is too much and we must protect ourselves, the government that we depend on to protect us cannot protect us, so we must therefore protect ourselves. Then it's going to turn to something else that we all will not appreciate. So something as this, it's not a good sound for the community. It's not a good sound for the city or for the county because let's be honest, in as much that we want development, we cannot do it alone. Other might come here to come and work. Other might come here to come and do business. And to hear that this community is not safe, that people can jack people's phones or people put people on a gunpoint or scare people to take away their belongings. It's not a good news that we want to even be on the radio that will scare people away from coming to our neighborhoods and living there for the betterment of our community. So police, please take note. The people of Parkville are calling on you to extend your nighttime patrol to those areas. It shouldn't be the citizens' fault that there is no quarry in their area. It's not their fault. It's the government's responsibility to make sure that people have electricity. So you can't say because they play dark, so we're not going to extend our article. The reason when you took oath to be able to serve the people through that medium, the agreement was not you only serve to places where there are lights. You understand? So please do something about it. It's a very important issue. It may be Parkville tomorrow. It's Parkville today, but it may be any other community tomorrow. And even right here in the city center, people talking about it in telecom communities. So it's a very serious issue, and the police and every security institutions concerned must take the needed action right now. The time check is 4 minutes to the hour 8 o'clock. At 8:30, we will go for the state podium as per the usual arrangement here this morning. So just in case you're just joining us, you're listening to Top FM 105.3 megahertz, and I'm Eli Plede Zaza with the privilege to drive you through this morning. So keep putting your calls through. And the last concern is something that really got my attention because it is a direct effect to the people. Corruption is very bad, yes, but it will eat you small. But that issue of people hijacking people is a very serious issue, and we need to look at it. So call us on 0881 143 504 or 0776 105 105. If you're watching by the way of Facebook, please leave your comments and we will read them out right here. Samuel Fayase watching you live from my hustle ground at the Zwedru Central Market. I like that, from my hustle ground, to make sure that I feed myself and my family and people that are concerned, that I'm concerned about though. And so thank you so much. Let's take this person and say, thanks my brother for the show this morning. I am Prince D. Dwyer, watching you from AFE community. And so keep putting your comments, putting your calls right here. Tell us what is that issue bothering you this morning. So while we are with your call, we take this other story right here from the Front Page Africa, Liberia. And it says CSA boss Joker arrives in Cote d'Ivoire to chair high-level meeting on Africa's public service and health workforce development. If you don't know who Joker is the head of the civil service, institution here in Liberia. And of course, it says the Director General of the Civil Service Agency, Dr. Josiah F. Joyka Jr., in his capacity as chairman of the Health and Public Service Network of Africa, has arrived in the Ivorian capital Abidjan to convene and chair the third high-level continental meeting on strengthening public service and health workforce development in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, from June 1 to the 2nd, 2026. The upcoming gathering marks the third continental high-level engagement chaired by Dr. Joker following the inaugural meeting held in Monrovia in March 2025 and the second consultative meeting hosted in Kigali, Rwanda in June 2025. Those two meetings brought together ministers of health, head of civil service, and senior technical experts from across West and Central Africa to address critical issues surrounding human health, workforce development, and the integration of certified community health workers into civil service systems. The Health and Public Service Network of Africa serve as a collaborative continental platform dedicated towards strengthening governance system, improving public service performance, and advancing the development of a competent and motivated health workforce across Africa. HAPSNA is supported by the Health Development Partnership for Africa and the Caribbean, a health development organization that partners with government across Africa and the Caribbean to advance universal health coverage through South collaboration, institutional strengthening, and workforce development initiative. So you want the rest of the story? It's a news paper story, so it's very long. If you want the rest of the story, you can go to Front Page Africa and you will get the rest of the story. Let's take a bit of our theme song right here as we bring you more stories and await your calls and your comments on our Facebook page. So keep tuned, don't go away. We are stay here.
After me the lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet, sweet kiss, our liver. Not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh. The deer can eat it. Put our liver. Sweet, sweet is our liver. Not for go alone. Human being can eat it, other creatures eat it too.
Human being can eat it and other creatures can eat it too. So sweet sour leaf is not for your one. If you have the opportunity to serve our people, you better put yourself in order. Because the anger of the people is slow sometimes, but it's truly there and powerful. Let's take this other story right here. And it says 11 indicted in countries a big case trafficking ring after Front Page Africa investigation exposed allegations BRAP were about to derail the case. And let's take a little bit of detail here. And they say a grand jury in Monrovia has indicted 11 people accused of operating a sprawling human trafficking ring that prosecutors say lured dozens of Liberians with promises of jobs abroad before holding them captive, extorting money from their families and subjecting some victims to rape and torture. The indictment comes 2 months after a Front Page Africa News investigation exposed victims' allegations that lawyers and police investigators had taken bribe payments to undermine the case. Delays in prosecuting the case looked likely to give their perpetrators the right to apply for bail, after which they were expected to vanish as accused traffickers Cephas Silibe did in similar case in 2022. The case is the largest human trafficking prosecution in Liberia's history. The investigation shone a red spotlight on the corruption plugs Liberia's justice system and undermines confidence in the rule of law. It gave credence to victims' claims that justice is only available to those who can pay. It also came as researchers at the U.S. State Department are finalizing their annual trafficking in persons report. Liberia has spent the last 2 consecutive years on the Tier 2 watch list. A third year could mean a cut in the U.S. funding. Leading human rights advocate Tier 1 Gonglo condemned the government's failure in this case. After the investigation was published, Osua Tue, the justice minister and the spokeswoman for President Joseph Boyka, did not respond to requests for comment, but victims said prosecutors had retaken statements under the supervision of Sumo C. Kutu Akoi, the lead anti-human trafficking prosecutor. According to court document, the victims 22 women and 35 men recruited from 7 of Liberia's 15 counties were promised jobs in Canada or Australia. Instead, prosecutors say they were taken to a fenced compound in Bangbat town near the residence of Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn along the Rabos International Airport Highway, where they were allegedly detained for up to a year. Beaten staff, sexually assaulted, forced to call relatives to send money, and in many cases coerced to recruit their relatives and loved ones. Most were financially devastated by the crimes. One woman from Nimba County told Front Page Africa News Narrative she had sold her farm and everything she owned to raise $16,500 to give to traffickers. Another had been forced to lure her brother with false promises that she was happily in Canada. Now their mother was on death door, hounded day and night by debt collectors seeking repayment for money loaned to them abroad. In their unanimous decision, the grand jurors concluded that it was more probable than not that the defendant had committed the crime of trafficking in persons, a felony of the first degree. The indictment alleged that the accused willfully, knowingly, intentionally, and purposefully agreed, conspired, and extorted a total of US $124,921 from the victim between 2024 and 2025. The victims were coerced by defendants to call their relatives to pay additional money to the defendants. The indictment said, describing the act as slavery-like practice, labor exploitation. That is a very interesting story there. So if you just want travel, quick, you want to make it out of Liberia. So somebody tell you, say, oh, get scholarship, get job on the side, not just the scholarship, but get job on the side, and they bring money. You will travel on so and so program, and you don't even want to hear it because you don't want your available to know about it. So you just go ahead by your business. You just, harding it. Boo. Now you end up in one fancy Mario. Now your people start looking for money to bail you out. So if you want to read this story in detail, it's still long. You can go to Front Page Africa, and of course you'll find that story there. Let's get this comment from Facebook, and it said, good morning. From Wise Dwe. He say, I am Dwe M. Wise, watching you from the port city of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. Thanks for the show. Thanks so much, Wise. It's been a long time. Thanks so much. That is about it. The time check is 7 minutes past 8 o'clock in the city of Zwedru. Keep putting in your cause. Keep bringing on those concerns that we can use as news, because we as journalists refuse to be used as tools to promote corruption and activities that will undermine the progress of our county. So call us on 0776105105 or 0881-143-504. And this is the Top Money Talk, your biggest platform where your views are heard, and the information you give to us are used to further investigate happenings and push those that needs to be pushed for the betterment of our county. Powerless is like crooking or equal to capsa. So let's take this one, and as we wait more calls right here. And don't forget now at 8:30, the state podium comes on.
Never go along. You take it from Peter to tell Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? They can pray for long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Mama, power if I know. It can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know, a way to capsize. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go along. He might be can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Oh, sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go along. You take it from me that you tell Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh mother will take it from you tomorrow. Papa, papa, may your fever. Well, people do to you, you will to cry. I've done enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. I've done it a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet, sweet kiss, our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Con our liver. Sweet, sweet is our liver. Not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a fish shall eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living in sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? They can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, better go take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. I find power in power, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crook, you know, a way to capsize.
This is the Top Morning Talk, the TMT, your favorite program, meant to give you the platform to air your views and, of course, provide you some important information across the country and, you know, talk about the things that matter most to you. So this morning we will talk about, let's now take this other story right here. And it should be a good news for our Liberian business community. So this morning, this one says the government of Liberia has announced plans to strengthen enforcement of the Liberia Investment Act of 2010 as part of broader effort to protect Liberian-owned businesses, increase local participation in the economy, and ensure compliance with national investment regulations. Speaking at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing on Tuesday, Deputy Minister for Press and Public Affairs, Daniel O. Sando, reiterated that several business activities remain exclusively reserved for Liberian citizens under the law. According to Minister Sando, the importation and sales of used vehicles are among the sectors restricted to Liberians, with the exception of authorized dealership permitted to sell certified pre-owned vehicles of their respective brands. He also emphasized that the Investment Act established minimum capital requirement for foreign investors seeking to operate in specific sectors of the economy. Business wholly owned by non-Liberians are required to maintain a minimum investment of $500,000. However, he noted that the investment threshold may reduce when Liberians hold at least 25% ownership in the partnership, in line with provision of the Investment Act. Minister Sando disclosed that the government is intensifying enforcement measures to ensure full compliance with the law. He warned that individuals and business operating illegally in sectors reserved for Liberians will face penalties once enforcement teams and commerce inspectors begin nationwide compliance operations. According to the government, the renewed enforcement drive is aimed at safeguarding local enterprises, creating greater opportunities for Liberian entrepreneurs, and ensuring that investment activities align with the country's legal framework. The announcement comes as the government pursue wider economic reforms, expand international investment partnerships, and strengthens regulatory oversight across key sectors of our economy, including mining and security. So that's it right here this morning. The time check is 14 past the hour, 8 o'clock. And this is the Top Morning Talk. We bring you more stories, and we await you to keep putting in your concerns here this morning. Bulk of our people, our first caller, thank the county superintendent for the first report made so far. And of course, he said we await, we are with the superintendent and to make the second report, and hope that we get something good from there. A couple of our callers extend the sympathy to the family who with the experience that tragic loss of 3 persons in one sitting or one spot here this morning. And some people talk about some of our callers talk about unity as people and as a county, come together to be united so that we can be able to move forward. One of our callers even talk about the ordinance of the city. Our caller said the city is very dirty and it's not as clean as it should be, and so that means the city mayor is not effective as she should, or the entire institution is not doing what they're supposed to do. In as much they can execute their measures about people not selling on Sunday or trading on Sunday, they should also be able to take out the debt when there is that. Say you won't work on Sunday, be able to do all of the work. And one of our followers on Facebook mentioned the issue of young people or people who are employed with the government. If you campaign and your government sees that, okay, you worked, so you deserve to serve the government and have some benefit for you and your family. If you are doing the Liberian people job, then we advise that you stay in line, do the Liberian people job, and stop bad-mouthing other people who are in opposition, and focus on the job that you are doing. Stop making all the kind of posts, because the very people that you are bad-mouthing today could save your post and come against you tomorrow when power is no longer in your hands. So these are things that we've been going through here this morning. I mean, I'm just sampling, because if we talk about multiple things and few person talk about this particular aspect, we sum it up into into the key points here this morning. So it's 17 past the hour, 8 o'clock this morning, and this is Top FM 105.3 megahertz, and this is the Top Morning Talk. You still got time to be able to put in your cause, and importantly, one of our callers talk about the issue of people now turning Bayview into a terrible community. It used to be a very safe place, according to our caller. That used to be a very safe place to be, and it has changed from a village to a city in city, using his exact words. So it used to be a very safe place, but now there are rumors of people losing their valuables to some criminals and people who, who don't want to see the progress and safety of the community. And he's calling on the security institutions in our country or in our county to be proactive and make sure that they extend their patrol to that part of the city, because they don't want a situation where if they are tired and they feel like the government cannot protect them, and they start taking action to protect themselves, and then they be labeled as people who take law into their own hands, and they don't support mob violence. So they're calling on the government through the Liberia National Police to do the needful. And he said one of the reasons why he think that side is not getting attention when it comes to the patrol is because of the electricity issue. And we are saying it is not their fault. So the people need to do what they can do. The Liberia National Police need to do what they can do. So make sure that that part of the city is experiencing the security that it should get. So keep your calls coming. This is the Top Morning Talk, and I'm Ila Zaza.
You take it from me today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Papa, Papa, may your feel. Well, people to you, you go to cry. I've done enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. After me, the lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. Sweet, sweet kiss, I will leave out. Not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it.
The lives of our people matter. So of course, sweet Kesawa leave is not for go alone. So if you have the opportunity now, if you are that goat that is eating it, and you turn your eyeball, and you think that you are very infallible, that you are that big tree that can fall, just know that somebody can eat it too. And every road has an end. So when you're serving, serve the people good, so that your generations to come cannot suffer stigma because of you. It's good. People always talk about you, but let's people talk about you for the good reasons. Yes, the county is for our people, not for you, not for few individuals. Politics should not be seen as a gold mine. So because you are the politician, you are the top political Ronaldinho, and then of course you can all baby man chicken over the resources of our country or county, and feel like because you serve at the will of the party, or you were appointed, or you apply and duly got employed, then nobody can tell you listen. So keep putting your concerns this morning. The time check right now is 8:21. Let's talk to this person right here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Yeah, your name and where you joined the conversation from this morning, ma?
Yeah, my name is Tricia. We're calling from Car Center.
Thank you. Let's hear you, ma.
Yeah. I want to say good morning to the Chaife family this morning.
All right.
You know, with the mother of the children, if something happened to your friend, it happened to everyone or everyone. Yeah, I was somewhat hurting this morning. To see 3 children to go rest today is not an easy thing for the family. So we said, no man to the family, and we'll be in prayer with them. And my spirit that I hear today, I will be with them to the end today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's it. We're sympathy still coming in there. Condolences coming in there for the 3 young men, according to information, lost their life in a very tragic manner. So the hearts of the city and the people of Grangeda County are with the family. We say Norma, yeah, using the words of Mama who just called. So get your thoughts ready. Let's talk to this person here. Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and where you joined Top FM from this morning?
The Reverend who appreciated it.
Oh, okay, Reverend. Welcome back.
We are sorry again. We say we are sorry for the death of my children, but I guess the previous caller said something I just want to talk on. We carried that to Top FM that we are buried today, but because of the great site that we went there and things is not materialized.
Okay.
So we actually pray that those that are listening to me, we are not going to do it today.
Okay.
So we'll get back to Top FM to keep an announcement when it will be happening.
All right. So,
yeah. So please, I beg you, sir, you can send my word to the top. We are sorry for any inconvenience because of issue that we had to the great side there is not good for us.
All right.
My team cannot be like this and just go to rest. So we decided to make it fun so that people will see that the people care for the children.
Okay.
We are not doing it.
Thank you so much. All right. So that's if you're listening, you're concerned. That's an amendment to the previous announcement made on this radio station. So they're gonna come officially and adjust that announcement, but that is the information right there. If you are listening and watching by the way of Facebook, you can keep putting your comments, and we read your comment here this morning. Please speak as Sauli is not for go alone. And we should not just be going political cycles. We should not be greedy. We should not be insensitive to our own people. Grangeda County is all that we have, is where we call home. Politics aside. So I tell people, wherever you work, however you do it, do it diligently, do it with all your heart, and do it with the people you're providing service to in mind. Because while you are on a playing pitch, people are watching you do so. Okay, you're making some mistakes, but they hope there is a hope. You know, they hope that you can recover and make some proper adjustments in your performances. When they get over, then they can tell you how you are feeling, how you didn't do well, and all of that properly. So just like Emmanuel Smith said, if you are having a position, focus on the job now. Because if you take it from Peter today, they will take it from you tomorrow, and they do. So while we go close to the time for the state podium, I would like to use the time to say thanks to all of our callers and say good morning to our dear county authority, headed by Superintendent Ellis Grand and his officials. I would like to say thanks to the county health system, the county health team, for providing health services to our people. We want to say good morning and thanks to the security institutions, the joint security for services provided to our people. I would like to say you're doing well and you can do more. There is still big room for improvement and better upward adjustment. Thanks to our business community for providing commodities and services that keep our county afloat, on a smooth path and keep it afloat. Our market women, we say thanks for the job well done. Thanks for the job well done. The time check is about 3 minutes to the hour I'm sorry, 3 minutes to 8:30. And at 8:30, we will join the state podium this morning to, bring you the usual panelist discussion as it unfolds here every day. So we say thanks to all of you who religiously follow this program, to all of our regular callers, to all the people who listen and don't call. We know that you are taking notes. So any moment from now on, our panelists will join the conversation. And when they do, the person who's supposed to be in charge will take over. And when I usher them in, and then of course we get the ball rolling. So stick around, don't go away, prepare your thoughts, and the state podium will start very soon. So I've been in the driving seat and been privileged to take you through this conversation here this morning on the Top Morning Talk, where a lot of people were able to air their concerns. Again, we give a summary. We're able to air their concerns about, issues happening in our county, especially those pressing ones. One of our callers appreciated the county authority for reports so far and hope for more reports to come that will clarify the doubts and address the concerns of our people. Many of our callers extend their sympathy to our bereaved family that is going through this period of bereavement. And, some people talk about, or one of our callers talk about the city ordinance, that the city is very dirty. And one of our callers talk about unity. One of our callers talk about, how, we suppose the leaders supposed to serve our people in a way that serve all of us better. And one of our online commenters talked about, doing the people's job and focusing and avoid campaign spirit fight. And of course, that has been it right here. So we take our team song, and then coming next is the state podium. It has been a very good time with you in the very first segment of the Top Morning Talk. So stick around. The numbers are the same, and the conversations get interesting from here going forward. So I'll be right back to usher in our state podium panelists as they arrive.
Take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is slow, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, the better we grow. Mama, power if I know. It can make you heavy. It's just like a kino. A way to sweet kiss our liver. Not for go along. You might be can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Not for go along. You take it from me there today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me right today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Papa, Papa, hey, your fuel. Now people do to you, you go to cry. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Put our liver. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, other creatures eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living in sweet home, where the rich are poor. Why not pray for long fellow? They can pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow. From me right today, oh, better go take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey, you take it from me today, oh, Paul go take it from you tomorrow. I find power in power, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crooked, no, a way to capsize. Ketawalio, Ketawalia, Ketawalia, no for go alone. When I pray for long fellow, he always pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow, my people. Sweet, sweet, Ketawalia, no for go alone. After not for one person, oh, it's a matter of time, Papa. After it's a lesson, yeah, brother, this ahead. I'm about the way, never where my way go. Be living your woe. I'm about the way, Papa, yeah.
Abraham, you there? Donkey, are you there? Abby Donkey, are you there? Mr. Smith, are you there?
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Smith.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Smith. Good morning. How are you?
Had a hectic weekend when Maryland to my state of Maryland to my cousin's son graduation, and we had to return So very exhausting but worthwhile weekend.
Hello?
I said a very exhausting weekend but very rewarding event. I attended. I had to travel to the state of Maryland for my cousin's son graduation.
Okay.
So we're back to what we do best on Monday till Friday, where we teach and inform. Sometimes we learn. So, good morning. That's the first day of the week. They say what you do the first day could help and guide you for the rest of the week.
Okay, good.
So how was your weekend?
Not bad, thank God. Hey, Brian Donkey, you there now?
Yes, I'm here. I've been trying for the last 1 minute to join. But I'm here now.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. At least trying to get the page set up. And then finally, the guy who was here earlier will get back on and then turn it over to Grace, because this new system, you know, we don't know about it yet. So yeah, that's it. So once again, good morning. And good morning to everyone this morning. We hope all of you are okay. And Ida, you can get back now. Can you get back now? Is it possible? Okay, so yeah, let's see if we can share this right now. Okay. Let's see if we can share this right now for the screen, you know. Mr. Smith, let me hear you if there's a feedback, because it's already on the Facebook as well.
Okay, good morning. You heard my voice, Fred Bertrand Smith. And it's Monday.
Why, Mr. Smith, your phone is very very low this morning like that?
Oh, it's my phone. I put it on the last. So
Wow.
maybe my
Because
voice.
Abraham's voice is much more heavier this morning than yours.
So maybe I try to moderate my voice, but it's on the last.
Okay.
So can you hear my voice now?
I'm sure it's clear now. So
okay.
Ilazaza is here, and maybe it's going to be continuing until Grace can pick up from him. Grace will soon be here. So either we have Mr. Smith, we have Mr. Donkey on this morning. Yeah. Are you getting feedback? I think Mr. Smith line is on, that's why feedback is coming.
I see Dunking.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see if I can get you people bigger on the screen so everybody will see. Okay. Look how Donkey say you on screen, bro. Hey.
Look at a new hairdo or what?
I say.
What can I start as?
Donkey swear say you on screen, bro.
In fact, the two gentlemen get a unique style. I don't know I will ever match that style.
No. You para ude sabu for you.
Okay.
Whoa. Who is that just joined my first time meeting. I don't know.
So that's it. As we told you earlier on, that's at 8:30. We will have joined the state podium panelists to bring you informations, talk about trending issues that are taking place globally and locally, give you analysis, dissect some things, rearrange certain things, and of course give pathways and solutions, and the way it is supposed to happen so that our people can benefit. And when it comes to the economy, governance, security, and the rest of it. So the time check is 8:43. And we told you the person who's supposed to sit in the driving seat when it comes to the state podium will take over and are going to be here to usher them in. So with all technical adjustments being made, we will now go over to welcome our panelists bit by bit as they join. I'd like to say welcome to Mr. Fred Smith. Good morning. Welcome officially. The first one was technical welcome.
And I think welcome, but I don't know your name, but you welcome me. I must welcome you. And I don't know who you are, but I know you a technical person. And maybe as I introduce myself, you will introduce yourself. My name is Fred Veteran Smith, and I'm in the state of New Jersey.
Okay.
And, so far, maybe that's sufficient. Okay, part of the panelists, and I'm here this morning.
Okay. Duncan, welcome. Abraham.
Thank you very much, Eli. And let me say good morning to the people of Ranger County. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning to all our neighboring counties and countries that are getting our signal. It's good to be on the platform this morning. Today is Monday, and today is the 1st of June, the middle part of the year. And June 7th used to be the birth anniversary of my mother, so I consider June as a very good and a great month. So yes, there are several good months. All of the months are good, but I absolutely value June and August because those are my 2 months. But let me say great to be here, and obviously we're here to dive into deeper conversations as it relates to the growth and development of Liberia, ranging from education or economical and whatever issues that is being brought up to discuss. So I'm set. Thanks for having me here.
All right, thank you so much. So, Mr. Fred Smith, I am Ila Pledi Zaza, and I'm given the privilege this morning to anchor the top morning talking, and by extension, the state podium. So it's good to be here, coordinating things from this angle of our, technical arrangement for the betterment of the people of Grangeda County, Liberia, and of course, our listeners in other parts of our world.
Well, thank you. Knowing you, seem to have a nice voice.
Thank you, sir.
And, you have the last name Zaza. It seems to be a trading name, a famous name that people. Are you related to the other Zaza? Or
yes, sir.
Okay. See the veteran always ask the correct question. And answer the answer well to that. Okay.
Yeah. So Emmanuel Zaza is my elder brother, and
whoa.
Yeah. So that's it. Who's supposed to be taking charge this morning from the end of the panelists?
Should be Mr. Wright, but he's not in. But we have a way when one is not in, the other one fit in until that person comes on, and then they take over.
Okay. So.
Mr. Smith, are you sure it's Mr. Wright today? It's Monday, right?
Yeah,
that was Mr. Archie Wright.
Oh, okay.
Why you want to question the veteran? That's why they call me the veteran.
Okay, no problem, veteran.
Okay.
So let's take a bit about
So
Jim.
I think
Yeah.
while Mr. White is away, there are some issues that are emanating from the county, and this year, I just want to look at.
Mr. Donkey.
Yeah.
We should do the mother, he will control it until he turn it to us, and we deal with it. So he haven't turned it officially.
Okay. Based upon what you said, that if the person who is scheduled to lead the conversation isn't present, there is a way that there's a process, or there's somebody who can be able to help while he's away or until he joins. So with that being said, I'm very, very sure we have two persons who are very capable enough. The name the veteran alone, I know, is a powerful signal to know that he carries the whole broadcast on his shoulder. So with that being said, and for the benefit of our people, we would like to now turn over all controls over to the state podium to get things rolling, because the time we have gone at least 19 minutes past the usual time, if I'm correct. So yes.
Anyway, the reason I intervene because usually you will take it to the quarters, and after the quarters, then the veteran comes in.
Okay. So you are suggesting that we open the lines to hear from our callers before the leader introduce the topic, right?
No. What happens is that you take it to the quarter. Then when you bring it back to us, then we'll respond to the quarter, and then from there we'll take over.
Okay. So let's take a bit of our theme song here, and we want to make some sort of adjustment here. I'll be very, very.
Sweet kids, how I live. Never go along. You take it from me today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, living is sweet, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they live, the better we grow. My power is power. It can make you heavy. It's just like a volcano. It's way to capsize. Sweet, kids, our liver. Not for go along. Human being can eat it. Other people can eat it. Kids, our liver. Kids, our liver. Oh, sweet kids, our liver. Not for go along. You take it from me today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from me today, or mother will take it from you tomorrow. Papa, may your fuel. Well, people do to you, you will to cry. I don't know for one person, it's a matter of time. I think it's a lesson, yeah, rather this I have.
Hard time is a lesson for the days ahead. That is it there. We are back, and we say thanks for your patience. So, Mr. Smith, we've already begin with the 12 morning talk, and we've been able to hear from the community and their concerns this morning. So it's now time that the state podium take charge and set the stage for discussion. Serve us the breakfast this morning, and let's see what our callers can feast on and how well we provide direction.
So by saying that, you say you already heard from the callers. So where were the training issues from the callers?
Okay. So with that being said, a couple of our callers this morning talked about, there is a tragic issue that took place here. 3 persons lost their life in a motor accident. And so a couple of our callers called and, extended their sympathy to the bereaved families. And one of our callers talked about the city ordinance, that the city is absolutely still dirty. So he assumes, or he thinks, that the mayor is not working as she should. And some of our callers talk about the issue. There's an issue taking place in Crowdville community where people now start jacking phones from people, attacking people and taking away their valuables. So they're calling on the government through the Liberia National Police to be able to extend their, their night patrol in that part of the city. He assumed that because of a poor lighting system, or because there's no electricity in that community, so the police really don't extend, but that's an assumption anyways. So they don't extend their patrol, but he's urging because, and the reason why he made the plea, the appeal is that they don't want to get involved into mob violence. They don't want to take justice into their own hands. They don't want to start protecting themselves by trying to go after those perpetrators and then be seen as people who are taking laws into their own hands. So he's calling on the government to be able to step in. And some of our callers, our Facebook viewers, talk about the issue of young people or partisans being appointed to government offices after their campaign fight, and then when they get into office, they still go ahead and start bad-mouthing people who are in opposition instead of focusing on the job they were appointed or they were given to do. And they will start bad-mouthing people. So he's urging people to desist from that, because the very people, according to him, the very people you are bad-mouthing today could save those posts that you've made and use them against you when you are in opposition or you don't have power anymore. And one of our callers, for the virtue of fact, is the first caller, and he thanked the county superintendent for appearing on our mother community radio station, Smart FM, making some reports as a regard to happenings and financial activities within the county. According to him, the superintendent made mention that there are receipts attached, and there will be another report made on Tuesday regarding the same issues. So I'm hoping, and that the issue of the 400,000 and every other financial malpractices will be addressed. According to him, that report is made to the county council, and so he appreciated the superintendent for doing that so far, and he acknowledged the effort of all citizens calling and holding the government feet to the fire, saying that we should not be wary, because our cries, our concerns, our fight is yielding result. And at the end of the day, it's all going to benefit the people of the county. So by far, in summary, these are the things that were talked about. And some people talk about unity and, how the leaders are supposed to work together for the benefit of the people. So in order of importance, all of them are important anyway, but in order of priority, as a host, this is how I see it. The issue about the accident, and then the superintendent's report concern, because this has been the cry of people regarding financial malpractices. There has been allegation between the county council and that of the leadership of the county here and there. So that's an important issue to note, that there has been report, that the report has started coming, and the superintendent claimed that he made the report, and there will be other reports are coming. And then the next issue is the issue of community safety, where community dwellers don't want to take laws into their own hands, so calling on the government, the police, precisely, to be able to act in that manner. So basically, these are the issues touched this morning when it comes to the callers airing their concerns.
Based on the orders of importance, Could you touch more on the accident? What kind of accident? And did we have police on the scene? And what is the reports from that accident? Why it's so severe? Or whether there were any death news?
Yes. So according to the
detail can you give to that information?
Okay, so for what I know so far, it's just a little information what I know based upon the information on the Dex, the announcement. I wasn't the one to follow the story, so I saw it, and then so the callers were extending kind of sympathy to the bereaved family. But what is being said to have happened is that the 3 boys were struck by a truck. And 3 of them died on the spot. And that is what has been said. So in regards to police report, whether police were on the scene, all of that, the owner of the vehicle, where exactly it did happen, I can't speak to that because I don't have sufficient information to be able to provide, because I don't want to mislead the public. So in that regard, anybody with sufficient information within the public can call and give us more detail. I guess you heard the question of Mr. Smith, so you can call us and let us know. Some of the family members were listening, and even that reminds me, the father of one of the victims, or all of the victims, so to say, said Tim Brown even sympathized with the family on yesterday, and he was using the radio to also appreciate Tim Brown for extending the sympathy and reaching out to the family in some special manner. He says he's going to call this morning. So if a family member is listening, you can call and give us detail. Okay, there's a caller on the line. If you don't mind, we can take this call. Probably the person has some information for us.
Okay, you can do that.
Okay. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother. How are you?
Yeah, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, my name is Paul Ramsey. I'm a journalist from Grand County.
Okay. You want to give us detail on the accident?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
So, the accident took place.
The network. Hello?
Hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, beg you please start all over. You said the accident took place, then the network started speaking. So go ahead, please.
Okay, on the 21st of May. Are you getting me now?
Yeah, you are live, sir. Oh, the net.
Am I there?
You are there, but your network keep. Can you shift a little bit?
No, but I'm not on network. I'm using it.
No.
I don't know background of the whole thing.
Yeah, please, and just like you are providing very important information on the network, keep glitching, so we don't want any missing information. Unless the information is important.
Yeah, but I think I'm clear now.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So as I said, it happened on the 21st of May. And it happened in Cape Town, somewhere in Cape Town. There's a route in Putu.
Okay.
Where they have the Rubin Light. Rubin Light is a logging company in Grange there. And then the guys, they came from Sweaterbury, actually live Cherryville. Okay, Cherryville is in Kuda bypass. So the guys went their usual hustle, and there were actually 2 motorbikes, but one was actually hurt, or victimized.
Okay.
So they got 4 of them on that bike. So on the way going, these guys are going, they decided to park off the road for reaching noon by themselves.
Okay.
So that trailer belonging to Rubin Light, confirmed by the police, came the wayside and then ran into that motorbike, the motorbike of 4 persons.
And they were parked on the motorbike?
Yes, they were parked on the side. There were 4. There were actually 4, the rider and 3 other persons. So on the spot, 2 persons died. One person, critical condition, was rushed to a nearby hospital, but died upon arrival. So 3 altogether.
So that means one survived it?
No. One survived because
you said about 4 persons,
on the spot. One on a critical condition died before reaching hospital. The fourth person is critically being attended to at the JFK.
Oh, that means that person has been taken to Monrovia already?
Yeah, the person is already in Monrovia. We inch Wedru, then they do Monrovia. I just want to give you a synopsis of what happened. Because I followed that story from where it is up to today.
That will be helpful for the public. Thank you.
So, police responded. The information got the police transport team heard about Hassan Kamara, went to the scene. But they met there. The driver ran away. Hello. Yeah, because for more violence now, they can even kill you and burn a car. So he ran away. All right. So, but then the police was very much tactical in making sure that the driver was arrested later. Okay. The driver turned himself in, and the police currently he's on a police investigation in Zwedru. Now, the book of condolence. The reason why I spoke to this is like a book of condolence was opened a few days ago on Wednesday. Let's say Wednesday, Friday, which I attended. They were invited. A book of condolence was opened, and then the three persons as the family members. But what I gathered there is that the company is showing concern, but that is not important. The reason why I say it's not important is that that's what normally happens. People die, then you say, sure, I will take a burial, I will give up food, I'll do all of that. But in the act that is committed by the driver, the police should look at it and see how they get, because most times you don't hear transport cases in court. When we go to court opening, you don't hear any case on court docket that talk about transport related issue. Because sometimes the parents are willing to settle down with the cursor or the person who caused the accident and things like that and say, okay, we'll give you food, we'll give you some money, we'll settle you. It goes right, but it's a crime committed. So we are there. So as we speak, the three persons are currently in the mortuary in Zwedru. Wakekeeping should have been held yesterday, but was postponed. Burial is not taking place right now. And I spoke to James Cumming, who is one of the community members there. I spoke to him. I spoke to Reverend Bois, who is the chairman of the community, and it said they decide to hold on. The company should show up. And company is a little bit slower in showing up. So that's the situation. Three persons died right away on an accident caused by a trailer from Ruby Light Logging Company.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Paul Rense, for that important update. I think he has given us a very clear picture of what actually happened regarding the accident. So, Mr. Smith, you can there you have it.
Yeah, very, very detailed response. A lot happened. The caller might have been a reporter.
Yeah, he is a journalist.
Okay, thank you very much for that report, and it gave a clear picture, the gravity of the accident and how it happened, and the police on top of it. One of the things I wanted to say, first, let me extend my, on behalf of management and on behalf of the panelists, all of us have a sympathy to all of the families for the loss of precious young individual. They did what was right, but when you're tired, you go on the side and you rest. And unhappiness, what happened, they lost their lives, and I know the law will take its course in what happened, but sometimes it takes longer time. But the only good news I'm hearing is right for the company to say, we will play a part in this part because the driver is part of that company. So the first show of good faith is to deal with the barrier of these young men that honorably buried, and whatever process might be taken for the final journey home. should be very prideful where we honor them. The company will take shoulder of that barrier that shows good faith before the other law official, the police deal with the other part. But that other part can come later. This the first thing we want to do is to honor these young men because the future was taken short. They didn't have the opportunity to what they have learned, what they wanted to contribute to society. It was shortly taken away from them. And so for the family of these young men, we send our sympathies to you all. That we appreciate your son that you gave to us. And we know that one of these days, family can call and tell us about these young men who were they, what were they trying to accomplish in life. You know, we've done this morning, we appreciate what they were in college, what were they trying to accomplish in life. Because that mission must be known, and maybe we will follow their legacy, whatever they were trying to achieve. So we just wanted to share that light. The death happens, but the dreams of these young men can still be carried out through the family members, through us when we hear what they wanted to achieve. So we just wanted to say that. And usually when death happened to me or to my family and others that I know, the only thing we can do, we can bring the person back. But we look at the legacy. What were they trying to accomplish? And those things we try to carry out. For me, when I go to the bank, my father's signature, it took me 1 year to line it. So each time I put my signature on the document, I'm representing my father because my father myself had the same signature, I had to line it. And so I represent him every time I put my signature on paper. This way how I carry his legacy. For my mother, I try to be good humanitarian because she was that type of person. I help people when they're in need, when they're sick, and nobody can come to their aid. When I do that, I do it in honor of my mother because that's what she used to do. So that's the only way we can give back to society, and this is how I honor people who have gone beyond. So if when I hear the story of these three young men, maybe there will be something that we can do collectively as a society, where they attended school, for their legacy to go on, because we can bring them back. Only God can bring them back. When we reach that state of restoration, where it says all the dead will come alive, and then we might see them, and that's the winning stage. But for now, let honor their lives. What were they trying to do? And as a motorcyclist, were they carrying people around, or just happened to be on the motorbike going somewhere and death took away from us? So we'll learn more about them. So that's as far. Abraham Duncan, if you have anything to add on the subject or extend your own condolences to them, then we'll go forward to the next topic, the next caller concern.
Duncan, are you there?
Duncan. Okay, if you're not, then you, Mr. Zaza, anything to add to it?
You did that?
Yeah, go ahead. You're not forced to use a camera, though.
Okay. All right. So, let me say thank you, Eli, and thank you to Mr. Smith as well for the deliberation. Thank you to Mr. Ramsey. In fact, I was in Sueju. I think it was the day I was leaving Sueju when I heard of such tragic incident occurring in the county. That's a good sign. And one of the reasons, Eli, I tell you for sure, those using the route, that very Town route going onward to Sanyo County, because that's a road that is leading to Sanyo, passing through Putu, Penokon, passing through Jibo Town, Care Town, and all of the towns along the road. When these guys are speeding on the road, they forget that there are people living along the road. There are several towns and villages along the road. But the manner of form in which these trailer drivers speed is something that needs to be taken care of by the police, the traffic division. On several occasions, I have used that route, and I've seen how the speed, especially when the logs are being carried to Sino, and when they are returning. Whenever they are returning, the way they run on that road is not good. See what happened? 3 persons lost their life in that accident. Do you know what life had for them? Do you know what impact they had to make in society? It's so tragic. My deepest condolences out to the families for the loss of their sons. 3 individual male. We're talking about 3 males here dying from a careless situation. So, like we said, after the burial, the company will step in, but money doesn't bring life back. So it is predicated upon us to take the precautionary measures at all times to keep ourselves safe. Let's make sure, because we don't know, the life we save could be ours. Now 3 individuals lost in their life, people will say, yeah, let's go there. Whatever penalty or money. And I tell you, accident case is accident case. There's nothing absolutely that's going to come from here. Maybe the only thing they will do, they go there and put the driver in jail for maybe a few times, and they spend some money, then they will get out. But the lives that were lost or that were taken will never be retrieved. So we got to be careful. We got to be very, very careful. Thank you, Ila, and thank you to Mr. Smith for affording me the time to talk on this matter.
Okay, thank you, Abraham, for that point.
And I would like to add also suggestion from the National Police can maybe in my state of California when I was there before going to New Jersey, they have a rule or law that these big trucks can only travel in the night, maybe after 12 midnight, not during the day when people are busy. So the time of that accident to me much more important. Was it in the day, during the time people go after the work, other things, or it happened after 12 midnight? Or it happened after 12 midnight. These trucks moving around. Usually these trucks moving around. The time factor in my state. After 12 midnight in the morning, not during the day, when people are moving. So I don't know when it happened. Although that would only reduce the accident from happening if it happened after 12 midnight during that time. So we all know in the time factor. Maybe government or the city ordinance can come in to prevent these trucks' activity only after midnight. But it won't resolve the accident, but at least it will reduce accident from happening because it will be after 12 midnight. What do you think about this, Mr. Zaza? About this idea that activity is done after 12 midnight?
Mr. Smith, that is a very, 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 very important and a good one, because the thing is, Even away from Grange there in Monrovia, you will see these heavy duty machines, those trucks plying the streets and carrying heavy equipment during the hours where there are people moving about, and there has been countless moments of tragedy, happenings. So I feel like just like what you were saying, a restriction should be placed on those vehicles that are carrying heavy equipment like logs, excavators, and all of that, to a certain hour where there will not be too much. You will not say, because this is a national highway, so you will not say there will be no vehicle, but the people plying that road will reduce, especially motorbikes. There will be no motorbike on that road by 12, 1 o'clock, except it's an emergency. So the traffic on that road will reduce. That gives room where even if there's a mistake, there will be no or less life involved. So that is a very good thing that the police can look at. But then again, sometimes these laws are on the book, but the strength and the system in place to supervise them or to make sure they are effective becomes one of the problems. Because if you say, okay, trucks will not be on the road by until it is 1 o'clock or it is 12 o'clock, that means you should be able to have a system put in place to make sure that, how do you call it, police or the rightful authority are there monitoring to make sure that that is effective and is strengthened. The good thing is that we have some checkpoints so that when it is not yet 12 o'clock, of course, the authority, they will not allow trucks to use that route. But what happened to places where there is no gate, for example, now maybe from the logging site and upward to that place where there is no checkpoint and what. So there are a lot. The idea generally is good, and the police need to look at it, because this is the reason for such a platform. People proffer ideas, do analysis based upon experience in other places, and proffer the ideas that duty bearers, implementing institutions can be able to buy the idea and design it, because we cannot be repeating the same thing over and over. One time I've asked the police, and I've asked even people related to transport activity like the transport union. I said, there is a continuous accident between Kakata, Banga, and Ganta, especially between the Monrovia, Kakata, that's the Pinzo, Kakata area to Bond County. The accident has been, it has always been like that. What is being done to make sure that is reduced? You understand? Even the union people, are you guys observing the weight these vehicles leave your parking with? Do you have restrictions? Is there anything being done, or we are just going to be reporting one accident after the other, sympatizing with family here and there, and we just be content with it as though this is the right thing that's supposed to be happening? So that's a good idea.
It should have been avoided. Maybe the truck wanted to rest. So when in this area, what I noticed, there should be a special resting place, not only for the truck driver, but for passengers, especially the distances you travel. There have to be a place designated for resting. So the truck driver get their own place where only the trucks can rest. The cars and others might go to the gas station or somewhere there to rest, get gas or get something to eat. So until we have a designated resting spot, then we can avoid these type of accident. The truck can just stop anywhere to rest. To say pull over to rest. And there should be an area where only trucks can rest. You can't go where you see your car or motorbike on the side and you go. So that would be intentional. So a resting spot, because you can travel for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours or more with us stopping to rest. And so I don't know in Liberia, do they have a designated resting spot? For when you travel, you maybe stop for maybe 1 hour. For the truck owner, they can take more time if they want to rest, because they're traveling from one county to another county, or they're traveling only within that county. So it varies. So that's another suggestion to beside of the time they travel after 12. Are there designated resting stop for these trucks, because they can't just stop anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Zaza, have you noticed any resting spot designated not only for trucks but the passenger?
Nope. That's not being. I haven't seen, because I don't want to be one of those people who say not. But I can tell you, for my time using the national highways across the country, I haven't seen no spot. First of all, the country is still struggling to give us a better road, so let alone talking about building facilities or structures that are meant for passengers to rest. And these things, just like you're saying, will reduce the level of accidents we are having. Because I think, for example, somebody drive from Grand Gita or from Maryland County, they're going to Monrovia. At some point along the way, they will get tired. You understand? They will get tired, so they need a place to rest. And some people, usually will rest, and since they don't have the place to rest, or there's no facility, so to say, and they'll have to be driving throughout the night because they are afraid of certain spots. They can just stop anywhere. Sometimes you find drivers are tired, and what happens? They get into worse accidents because the person is tired, right? I can remember my most recent trip back to Monrovia. Some other passengers, it was between Banga to Kakata in that corridor. And some other passenger was saying, okay, driver, you have to rest. If you retire, let's rest. And the lady was saying, the particular place here, you can't stop here. You stop here, people can attack you and take your thing from you and all of that. And she was saying she have high experience, or somebody related to have a high experience like that, where people will jump on you and so on. So yes, in short, I haven't seen any resting area along that road. The only thing you will see for places that the road has been paved already, like the Dakota, you have bus stops and so on, which of course these are not resting areas. They are just there for people using the NTA bus and other bigger bus to be able to, drop their passengers along the highway. So that is it. And I wish the government can look in that direction, because it will save people a lot. Sometimes too, if your car get issue, you will say, let manage and reach the designated stopping, and the resting point, and we can rest and we solve our problem and all of that.
And a resting place could be. You don't have to. Maybe there's a gas station. In the gas station surrounding, you have places. So in that setting could be designated as a resting place, because people want to stop by to get something to eat. There's a restroom where you go in the restroom, then you find something to eat. The driver can say, okay, we stop here at this area, and we consider that area as a designated resting spot. Because that's what people rest for. Either you rest to go use the restroom, or you go somewhere to eat or get a coffee. But for the trucks, they have an extended distances to travel, so their own is different, but it could be in the same area, but at a different spot. Because of the length of the trucks, they need a bigger spaces to operate compared with the others. So it could be the same spot, but a wider space for the trucks to be. And then maybe a police department can be around, not necessary, but just a big area visible. But as you stated, we still trying to fix the road, but as you fix the road, that should be part of the planning. as we do these things, we don't wait until we finish, then we think about the importance of resting places and all of that should be part of the planning. Places people to eat, gas station along the route. All these things must be thought about because it becomes necessary. A resting spot, it could be a visitor center, it could be other interesting thing to include in the planning that people can stop and rest. But it's a good suggestion. We have exhausted a lot of time on the subject. So let's move to the other concern of the public, the mayor or the superintendent.
Yeah, the superintendent, because that has been a long cry, for our people. But with that being said, the rightful person who's supposed to be in this driving seat has arrived, and I would like to now turn over controls to the lady Grace Wie. So coordinate things from this and why I take my exit. I'm waiting for another opportunity to do this again for our people. So
thank you. Thank you very much, man. You've been a good person. Have enlightening us. I hope we'll meet again on what will be your role. Just a backup, or you have your own show. Or what will you be doing when Grace is not around?
Well, I'm in accounting for some time. But I usually run my program called the Eli Zaza Show. Is on Facebook and is on the cable television nationally called Satcom, Tama TV. It's a family development show that is, talk about motivation, parenting, self-development, and all of that in one nutshell. The program, whenever I'm back in the county, I run that program on the radio as well to have some conversations, social issue. We can't just go political or entertainment all the time. We got to talk about our basic individual attitudes that contribute to the overall, shape of our society. And family is one. Social institutions as part of the social institutions that we have that shape the way our lives I ran. So that's what I do. So when I'm here, I'm available to fill in a gap for whoever person that is unavailable for the particular moment. And so being here this morning is a privilege, and I actually cherished it. I enjoyed the conversation, talking to our people. Honestly.
So lastly, when you're away, what do you do and what do you focus that time doing what?
I previously stated I'm a television talk show host, and I run a program called the Eli Zaza Show. It's a family show centered around self-development, parenting, and all social issues. Yeah, so that's what I do. It's a national program. It's on.
And we can get it on Facebook, not on any radio station. Why not?
When I'm in the county, I run the program on. I used to have it on the radio in the county when I was here full time. It used to be the program on Saturday. And it was a very, very, very well followed program on Saturday morning where we talk about issues that individual habit and so. We are making the arrangement. That has been the offer has been made ever since that I bring it to the radio, but back to the radio while I'm away. But we're still going through some technical, arrangement to make sure that it's full time on the radio. So we're working on that.
Okay, let me know if I can help because anything that provide information or provide teaching our people or provide what's have been removed from our schools.
Yeah, civic education.
Civic education, motivate, culture, things that help our young people to get to the focus on the right trajectory in life. I'm part of those type of issues. So if you need my help, let me know.
Thank you so much.
Your voice is down to fit the type of program you're talking about. And motivational speaker, motivational person, and our young people need those type of person with that voice and that passion of that something to undertake. So I will be very helpful in that direction.
Thank you so much. And just like you listed, as though you have the money of my program, basically these are the things we'll talk about, because we feel like education in the classroom is not just all to it. We have had personal experiences. You can score all the A. If you don't know how things work in the real world, you got a problem. You can have the credentials, but you have issue, because we believe that every person that served the larger society, like all of us that are working today in the larger society, we came from families. It is because of the family discipline. If you are taught not to steal things that belong to everybody, if you hold on to that, you go into national space, you will not be corrupt. But if they not be you and not discipline you for stealing, that's how you can feel. You can steal everybody money, you feel comfortable with it, because that was something, right? So I mean, just to touch a few. So we will actually appreciate help to make sure that that program is active on the radio, because I was telling some people a few months back when I was here, I think it was last year, I traveled the streets of Soweto 12 to 1 o'clock specifically and intentionally, and I saw a lot of kids. They will be in the streets smoking, drinking, and those kids that are on the age, on 16, and you see those times where you as yourself, Mr. Smith, you wouldn't be outside your parents' house at perpetual. These are things that are happening, and it breaks our heart, and we feel like these things need to be corrected. The family need to stand up, or else we'll just talk about these things, and society will get worse and worse. So even the education system improve, it will not be effective until the family dynamics is well strengthened. So we will actually appreciate your help, and we are working on things, sir.
Thank you very much, and wish you the best of luck whenever you come on this side, and wherever you go, that all goes well with you. So you can take this time to officially welcome Grace to the podium.
Okay, so that would have been said, I would like to say thanks to all of you who joined this morning from 7 o'clock on the top morning talk until we transition to the second segment called the State Podium, and we then dive into some other issues. So key on our agenda before I take my exit was about the issue of the accident, and that has been dealt with. Mr. Paul Rense helped us with very important details that informed the discussion, and then next will be the issue of the superintendent's report, and then the criminal activities that are taking place by the emerging criminal activities that are taking place in Bayview, and of course the city ordinance, and then plus other issues. So that has been it. Would like to now say thanks. I take my exit to be back here next time when I'm afforded the opportunity. I've been Ida Blady Zaza. Bye bye for my.
It's our labor. Not for go alone. Human being can eat it, the deer can eat it. Go to our labor. It's our labor. Not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or fishes eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living in sweet, where the rich are poor. Why not pray for long fellow? They can pray for long life. As long as they're living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, Mary will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. I find power is power. It can make you heavy. Looking like a crookie, no, a way to capsize. Kesawalia, Kesawalia, no for go alone.
To all of you, good morning. To those of you who've been monitoring from this morning up to this time, the time is 23 minutes up to 10 o'clock. And let me say many thanks to Eli Clayton Zaza for driving us through this morning. And let me say good morning to you, Mr. Smith, alongside with Abraham Duncan. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning to you, Grace. Your voice has been absent for some time, so hearing your voice.
All right, Mr. Smith, are you there?
Yeah. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I said good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. I said we've been missing your voice, so we have to regroup and learn your voice again.
Wow.
Your voice. We have to learn your voice again and your passion for radio again. And so briefly, before we get into the ordinance of the city and the new trend of the superintendent, beginning to become transparent in reporting to the city, where the city have been grieving for, been hoping for. Now that the superintendent on the right trajectory in reporting, whether they will be happy, somebody called us to say that. So tell us about your absence and how that went on, and then we'll go right into our focus.
Okay, my acting was great. I was with the representative of District number 2, Konabo District, Honorable Mary G. Johnson, on her thanking tour, appreciating her people of Konabo District for accepting her and electing her as their leader. So she was just passing around, appreciating her people, citizens of Konabo District, throughout the district. It was all about thank you tour. And then, firstly, before the 16 days of thank you tour, we were in Konabo Zia Town, where she introduced women empowerment through a village saving loan, where she was educating women how to use the village saving loan to empower themselves through the help of other leaders around the world. Because according to her, she said there are 11 women in the House of Parliament, and then those 11 women, they sat down and think how they can empower the women of Liberia. Because if you look at the ratio in Liberia, women are left behind. Mostly they are not empowered, and majority of them are like to men. So because of that, the advantages are too much on women when it comes to financial strength. So the 11 women in the house, they have decided to go all over the world, different countries, asking for help. How can they help the women of Liberia? So they were lucky and they were successful to get help from other countries like South Africa, from Canada, from China, and other countries around the world. So they went there to ask, and then it was successful. So she come back, because all of the 11 women in the house, they're supposed to go back in their district to tell the women of that particular district where they're from and the county where they're from, how they went around to ask for help and they were successful, and how that help going to be. So her own came through financial help to help the women of Liberia in Grangeda County, in her district. So she was giving the money to the UN Women of Liberia to help her people with loan. But the loan is not going to be like where you set Monday and then Friday you're going to pay. No. If she gave you the money and then the group that take the money for the first time will serve for 6 months. And after 6 months, she will come back in her district to observe. She's not taking that money back. But she coming back in the district to observe how far the women of Konabo district, how far they have gone with their development, with their empowerment. Because she will not be there. She will only teach you how to manage the money and how to save part of the money in that particular group. So she will be taking 35 women from each clan in her district. They get it in her district, they get it upper biddable, they get it lower biddable, they get it if I'm not mistaken, they got so many clans in her district. So she going to use them, and each clan have 5 towns, some of them have 7 towns, and some of them have 6 towns, some of them have, so she going to use the first 35 women, and then they will give them the money, and then they are going to train them how to manage their businesses. Because not everyone have the idea of doing a business. But as much she wants to empower the women of Liberia, the women of her district, she should create that opportunity for training before giving out the money to them. And they are not going to pay back to her, but rather they are going to use that money to empower other women. Like, for example, if she used the first 35 women, in the next 6 months, that 35 women should be able to empower another 35 women, and so on, to help themselves instead of depending on our men for everything. So that was the first day of the tour. So she carried that idea to her people, and then they embraced it. They were so happy. But her promise to them was, if they make her proud in the district by managing that money properly, if they're able to save, for example, like $100,000 within that 6 months, if she go back to observe, to monitor the system and how they're doing the business, and then she meet $100,000 within the box as saving, apart from what they are using to sell as principal, she will appreciate them by tapping up that particular amount she will mean to help them in the process, because she know the money the people will help them with, it might not be able to cover the entire district, but rather she will help to put her own there, so that all of the women within her district can be empowered financially. So that was the first day of the tour. Where she educated her women how to manage their business, and she told them about the loan, and they were so happy. They were happy. So that was the first day of the tour, and from the second day to the 16th day, it was just about thank you, and then she will still spread the same message for every town and villages we went to. She will spread the same message, and then appreciate the people. She also appreciated people who were in the rigs that were running on the same position, and then she was given the opportunity to be the leaders. She also appreciated them. So that was what we've been doing, and that was what that been happening on the tour. That's it. I hope you're there. Mr. Smith, are you there or are you sleeping?
I'm not sleeping. I'm listening to you. But
yes,
anyway,
so I said that's it.
Okay, thank you very much for. I hope you can make a date for the honorable lawmaker Mary Johnson to come, and then because she promised after her tour, then we can have an interview where she will go through detail into that program. Was very detail into that program. Was very good program. You went along. You went along. You narrated good for women. Good for women. And other aspect of the time and city. Visited. Thanks for your good job. And you just give a summary of your report. Now we honorable lawmaker Mary Johnson to come. So we can father of my father. If you can do that, we appreciate it. Yeah, Grace, we can do that, we appreciate it. Maybe for Thursday. We appreciate that. And let's the second aspect, which is the ordinance of the city. That is not any main, but part of the ordinances of the city of Zedru or the surrounding southeastern quarter were concerned by the quarters. These are the same as law that people who reside within the city of Zedru pertain mainly, whether it's pertaining to the cleanliness of the city, to clean the city, because people touch on it too. Not only in Zedru, but most of these cities lacking basic necessity, whether it's financial or the equipment to keep the city clean and doing the role that the city responsible for the cleanliness of the city. So that's the mayor, although the superintendent can help and other people can help. The mayor in doing her job. But that's a key area, but Zedru isn't alone in that there are other counties going through similar situations. They can't clean the city, or they don't have equipment, they don't have cars to do it. So that would be something good. Not us talking about it, but for these, the mayor, the superintendent to come and talk about it. And you never know, people from the diaspora will come up and see how they can help. But this is the government of Liberia first responsibility. And if needs may come where we can help, we help. But that's the role of the government and the city and its citizens. Where government can fit, you can help in making your city clean. And so I hope, and there are other laws too in the book that I need to follow people. I know it's take document the ordinances for people who are citizens who don't know it. They can go and find it should be public information to know what is there, to adequately inform the mayoress that this thing needs to be done. Is under her duty for it to be done and carried on. So the other part of the quarter, the superintendent is coming up with something new that they have observed. When the word transparency, when you spend money on what you do with the people money, you let them know, give an update, give a report on that. They felt that he doing it now, but whether this will be the end of it, but there are other concerns too. You can pick and choose what you want to talk about. So people are concerned about the 400,000. So first we want to appreciate you, the superintendent of Zedru, of what the citizen has observed, that you reporting things that they want to hear, Don't forget. Please don't forget. You have the opportunity to do it. Let us know about other things that you haven't reported. 400,000. Other things. When you are transparent in reporting, the people will appreciate you. At least they can say there are other challenges in Zedru, the county as a whole, but at least we hear from our superintendent. He report frequent as possible. So it does a lot of good for you and to the people when you respond in that way. So since you have started that, I want to commend you. I want to appreciate you, Superintendent Grant, for doing what you're supposed to do before. But now that you're doing it, stay good. It's just sometimes when someone do small effort, you appreciate them, and they will do more. So we hope you can do more. And I think the citizen will love you for that. That at least you're not ignoring the process, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. And so they came through the callers today, said they appreciate you. And so myself, the veteran, want to appreciate you for doing it. And you're hearing the people now, and you do it. So don't pick some and leave others. Just do all. And that will be good to you. People will be very appreciative to you that you hold the voices and now that you're doing it. Maybe you have good reason for not doing it, but in a society that we live in, if you don't do what they want for you to do, an area of concern that they want, then they will pull one and one together to say what you are doing to them. So we look forward in getting to hear from you, Superintendent Grant, on Top FM 105.3, where we can have a candidate interview with you, maybe before our 26th day ahead of time. How the city is gearing up for the 26th. You know, that's an important time for the children. What we give back to the children on 26th. Some of them been wishing for this day to come, July 26th, our Independent Day. Some of them want new clothes. Some of them want toys, whatever. You know, so Superintendent Grant, you can always call upon us so we can work together. So I will leave it that way. And so we'll go back and see what's the time? 5:54. Give back to the quarters. Let them hear from them what we have touched on their subject of concern, and if they have anything to add to it and what we have added to it. And then after you come back, Grace, then we take it to the main subject for today on the panel. Subject that we're going to talk about. So take it back to the quarters. And I want you to play our team song. We haven't heard it for.
Okay, so let's get the chorus first. Then after that, we'll play our team song before we come to the chorus analysis. So, folks, you listen to all of the conversation here this morning. And if you want to make a contribution this morning, just put your calls on 0881 143504, 776 105 105, 881 143504, 776 105 105. Let's hear from you. What is on your mind you want to talk about? And let me say good morning to Emmanuel Esdo with the cartoon. The message, folks, but you compare to do the right thing as long as you are in a public space. Do the right thing for the county to make Liberia a better place. Look at this pricing. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. Name me where you calling from.
Nathaniel, we are calling from my office.
Nathaniel, go ahead.
My concern have to do with